Miss Tulip. Welcome to week 2 of Curbside Camp Race Through Space. Our first activity for this week is going to be making moon sand, which you only need 2 ingredients for. So in your bag, you're going to find flour. There will be 4 cups of flour in there, and then you're also going to find some baby oil. So your guys' flour is going to come in a Ziploc baggie, so you'll want to make sure that you have a nice big bowl like we have, or some sort of flat surface that you can use to mix everything together. It does get pretty messy, so make sure that you're doing it on a counter somewhere that can be cleaned up, or outside, because if you're doing it and stuff spills over, or if you are mixing it on a flat surface, then it's going to get pretty messy. So we are going to take our flour and mix in some of our baby oil. We're just going to do a little bit to start out. And this is a fun project because we get to use our hands and get messy. So we're gonna start to work it together with our hands. And we started off with a little bit of baby oil. You wanna make sure if it gets clumped together, some of these pieces, there's a lot of baby oil, that you break it up and try and spread it out across all the flour as we're making our sand. We're gonna grab some more. I'm spilling flour everywhere. Like I said, it can be pretty messy. We're just gonna pour the rest of it in and start mixing it up all together until we get a sand-like consistency where it's moldable and not super loose like flour is on its own. So you might not use all of your baby oil, but you want to make sure when you're mixing it up that you really go down all the way to the bottom of your bowl and make sure you get all the flour mixed in with the baby oil, because if you just kind of mix around the top, then the flour at the bottom won't have any and won't get that moon sand consistency. So once you've mixed it up with your hands and it's kind of a little bit of a firmer texture, then you should be good to go. You can try it out by taking a handful and kind of packing it in your hands and seeing if it keeps a shape. So once it kind of has this shape, then you know it's the right sand consistency that we're looking for. So once your moon sand is done and ready to play with, you can see where a good place would be to play. Obviously it is pretty messy, so you want to make sure to ask your parents where it's okay to set it out and play with. And we grabbed a cookie cutter, so if you have any cookie cutters or sand toys, you can use those to kind of make some shapes and play around with. It does stick together pretty well, but then if you push on it, it'll break apart kind of as sand would. So you can build however you want to with it, but it probably won't last super long because whatever you build, as soon as you push on it, it's gonna fall apart. So it'll be fun to make things with and then get to destroy them as you're playing. We did try adding food coloring when we were doing it, and it didn't work out super well. The colors didn't really mix, but we wanted to see if we would be able to have some fun colors for moon sand, and it didn't really work. So if you happen to know a way that it works, we'd love to hear it in the comments, because we'd love to have some colorful moon sand to play with. But otherwise, we recommend just using flour and baby oil so that you can have fun playing with your moon sand, and that worked out the best for us. So that is our moon sand recipe. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, but it will provide you with lots and lots of fun. You guys can save it by putting it in an airtight container, either a Ziploc bag or some sort of Tupperware, so that it doesn't dry out, and then use it again. Make sure that you clean up afterwards, because obviously it's gonna kind of get everywhere. It's gonna get all over your hands. So you wanna make sure that you wash everything really well, otherwise you're gonna have flour everywhere. I hope you have fun making moon sand and that you enjoy the rest of our activities throughout the week. Be sure to tune in at 2 to check them out, and we'll see you tomorrow.